Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over the top 10 types for each type and see what we have going on here. We're just going to go through this very quickly and show you what's going on here, so maybe you can make some investments. Now stay tuned to the end because we are going to be going over Kyurem Black and White, which are going to be toppling a lot of these charts. Even though they don't even have the type, they're just that strong, or their moves are just that powerful combined with their attack power. I'm going to tell you right now, Kyurem Black is going to be absolutely toppling a few of these charts, so don't worry, I will be putting those in here afterwards, and I will be giving you the rank for their particular charge move that they do have, so you can understand where they would be on these other typing lists if they were there. Okay, with that said, these are pretty up to date, or they are up to date, so we'll get into it. We're going to start it off with normal typing because that's not particularly super effective against anything, and then after this we're going to kind of just fluidly go through this. I'll make some commentary here and there, but aside from that, we're going to kind of just try to get through this. So if you do enjoy these types of videos, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. All right, so starting it off with the normal types, the best normal type at rank 1 is going to be Shadow Regigigas with Hidden Power and Giga Impact. Number 2 is going to be it again, but non-Shadow. Number 3 is going to be Lopunny with Pound and Hyper Beam. Number 4 is going to be a Meloetta with Quick Attack and Hyper Beam. Number 5 is going to be Shadow Porygon Z with Lock On and Hyper Beam. Number 6 is going to be Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and Legacy Hyper Beam. That's a legacy move on it there. Number 7 is going to be Xerneas with Tackle and Giga Impact. Number 8 is going to be Shadow Ursaluna with Tackle and Swift. Number 9 is going to be Porygon Z with Lock On and Hyper Beam. And then number 10 is going to be Mewtwo non-Shadow with Psycho Cut and Hyper Beam. So the first one was going to be Shadow. Moving it on to the next one here, we're going to be going with Fighting. So you have toppling the charts here by far, Mega Lucario with Palm Force and Aura Sphere. Then we do have Mega Heracross with Counter and Close Combat, Terrakion with Double Kick and Legacy Sacred Sword. Palm Force on Mega Lucario is also going to be Legacy as well. Number 4 is going to be Mega Blaziken with Counter and Focus Blast. Number 5 is going to be Shadow Conkeldurr with Counter and Dynamic Punch. Number 6 is going to be Keldeo with Low Kick and Sacred Sword. That's not going to be a Legacy on that thing. Number 7 is going to be regular Lucario with Force Palm and Aura Sphere. Number 8 is going to be Mega Glade with Low Kick and Close Combat. At least it's going to be on some charts here for now until there's more shadows. Number 9 is going to be Shadow Machamp with Counter and Dynamic Punch. And then at number 10, it is going to be, crazy enough, Alakazam, pure Psychic typing with Legacy Counter. It's going to be Community Day move and Focus Blast. So if you're wondering, I got to interject here for a second. If you're wondering, okay, well, some of these could do a little bit better. Yes, some of the TDO, which is going to be the time of how long are they going to be in the battle, essentially, how long they can last in there. It is going to vary between different ranks, but there's something extremely, noticeable or something that's I need to actually address, then I'll bring it up, okay? Mostly going to be right about here. So up next is going to be Flying. Okay, so let's go for this here. Number 1, again, by far on this, toppling the charts is going to be Mega Rayquaza with Air Slash and Dragon Ascend. And then we have regular Rayquaza with Air Slash and Dragon Ascend. Number 3 is going to be Mega Salamence with actual Dragon Tail and Fly. And then we do have Shadow Salamence with Dragon Tail and Fly. Now, I'm a personal fan of these Shadow Salamence. I do have one powered up, so this one is a pretty noticeable one here. So the Mega Salamence is sitting at DPS of 18.5, right? While the Shadow Salamence is sitting at 19.4. So the attack on the Shadow is a little bit higher, right? But when it comes down to the all-around time in the battle, the Mega Salamence is going to be taking the cake, as Shadow Salamence is just so dang squishy, and that's why it is going to be outranking it there as far as overall score is concerned. Moving along, we do have Yveltal with Gust and Legacy Oblivion Wing, and then we do have number 6, Shadow Moltres and Wing Attack, Legacy Sky Attack. Number 7 is going to be Apex Shadow Lugia with Extrasensory and Aeroblast Plus. As you can tell, that Aeroblast Plus Purified is not going to really be putting it on the map. So as long as, if you want like 100 or something, then yes. But at the end of the day, if you do have an Apex, you just want to keep it Apex. We're probably going to see more in the future, hopefully. Number 8 is going to be Mega Pidgeot with Legacy Gust and Brave Bird. Number 9 is going to be Shadow Zapdos with Thundershock Legacy and Drill Peck. And then finally, my bird, Shadow Staraptor with Gust and Fly. Gust is going to be Legacy. Let's see, is it? Yep, see, you have Shadow Salamence outpacing the top all the way up to, looks like it should be technically rank 7, but again, it's just not going to be able to stay in the fight long, so there it is with its overall score at 10. All right, moving it on to Poison here. Number 1 is going to be Mega Gengar with Legacy Lick and Sludge Bomb, and it is pretty far ahead of everything else, sitting at 18.7, while the next one is going to be sitting at 16.3, which is going to be Nihilego with Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb. Now, you could easily go with Shadow Claw. It will make it go down just ever so slightly, but if you don't want to use a Legacy Elite TM on your Mega Gengars or your regular Gengars or whatever the case may be, you don't really need to. Shadow Claw works great as well. Moving it down here, we do have Mega Beedrill with Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb. Poison types are struggling here. Number 4 is going to be Naganadel with Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb. Then we do have number 5, Roserade with Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb. That one's just been a solid one, and Roserade is a very good Swiss Army knife Pokemon for a lot of situations. Then we have number 6, Mega Venusaur, Vine Whip and Sludge Bomb. Number 7 is going to be Overquill with Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb. And then we do have number 8, Shadow Toxicroak with Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb. That's pretty crazy. And then number 9 is going to be Darkrai, Snarl, and Sludge Bomb. Legacy, that's going to be a Legacy on that Darkrai there for Sludge Bomb. Number 10 is going to be Shadow Muck with Poison Jab and Gunk Shot. All right, moving it on to the ground types here. Number 1, with no surprise, is going to be Primal Groudon with Mudshot and Precipice Blade, sitting at a whopping 21.5 DPS. For ground types, we've seen higher, but that's pretty good there. Number 2 is going to be Mega Garchomp with Mudshot and Legacy Earth Power. Number 3 is going to be Shadow Groudon with Mudshot and Precipice Blades. Number 4 is going to be Shadow Garchomp with Mudshot and Earth Power. Number 5 is going to be Theron Form Landorus with Mudshot and Legacy Sandsear Storm, so make sure you get one of those coming this couple of days, because, well, as you can see here, I was talking it up and it sure is. And this is not particularly for PvP. Obviously, this is going to be going up against gyms and raids, but you can kind of translate this into the top tier Pokemon as far as damage is concerned into PvP. Moving it along here, we do have, after Landorus with number 6, Shadow Rhyperior with Mud Slap and Earthquake. Number 7 is going to be regular Groudon with Mudshot and Precipice Blades. Number 8 is going to be Shadow Excadrill with Mudslap and Scorching Sands. Number 9 is going to be Mega Swampert with Mudshot and Earthquake. And then number 10 is going to be Shadow Mamoswine with Mudslap and High Horsepower. All right. Moving it on to the rock types here. Number 1, we have my favorite rock type. My favorite design, almost, in the game. Pretty close. I can't really pick one, but they're all great. Number 1, Shadow Rhyperior with Smackdown and Rock Wrecker. Rock Wrecker, of course, is going to be a Legacy move, and it's not so far up from the next one, which is going to be Mega Tyranitar with Legacy Smackdown and Stone Edge. Let's compare the TDO here. So for the Shadow Rhyperior, the TDO is going to be 352, while the Mega Tyranitar is going to be 489. A lot higher than that, outpacing it in battle, being able to take more hits and inevitably dish more damage in the long run. So just keep that in mind, right? These are little things to just take note of. Number 3 is going to be Mega Diancie with Rock Throw and Rock Slide. Number 4 is going to be Mega Aerodactyl with Rock Throw and Rock Slide. Number 5 is going to be Shadow Tyranitar with Legacy Smackdown and Stone Edge. Number 6 is regular Rhyperior with Smackdown and Legacy Rock Wrecker. Number 7 is going to be Shadow Rampardos with Smackdown and Rock Slide. Number 8 is going to be Mega Rayquaza with Dragon Tail and Ancient Power. That just shows you the power of freaking stinking Mega Rayquaza. That is crazy. Doesn't even need a rock move. Still on the list here. Not even a part of it, that typing. Number 9 is going to be Shadow Gigalith with Smackdown and Meteor Beam Legacy. And then number 10 is going to be Terrakion with Smackdown and Rock Slide. There we go. Give some rock people some love there. Then the bugs here, which are pretty interesting. Got a good little lineup going on here, I suppose. mostly Megas. Not really. All right, well, number 1 is going to be Mega Heracross with Struggle Bug and Mega Horn. Number 2 is going to be Mega Pinsir with Fury Cutter and X Scissor. Number 3 is going to be Mega Caesar with Fury Cutter, X Scissor. Never mind, yeah, they're all Mega pretty much. Number 4 is going to be Volcarona with Bug Bite and Bug Buzz. It's going to get a Community Day in the future. Probably not a bug move, unfortunately. That'd be great, though. We need a non-Mega bug type with power. I guess it's that. Moving it on. Let's not get stuck on that. Number 5 is going to be Mega Beedrill with Legacy Bug Bite and X Scissor. Number 6 is going to be Shadow Caesar with Fury Cutter and X Scissor. Number 7 is going to be Mega Salamence with Fury Cutter and Frenzy Plant. A little confused on this here. Is its power of Fury Cutter just that strong? Okay, well, let's go ahead and move on here. I did not overlook that, or at least take a look at that before we started. So anyways, number 8 is going to be Shadow Pinsir with Fury Cutter and X Scissor. Number 9 is going to be Genesect. Shock. Doesn't really matter. Genesect anything. And the next 2 are going to be Fury Cutter and X Scissor. And I guess there was no other bugs to put on the list there. All right. Bug list got a little weird there for a second. Now, moving it on to the fun ones. Let's go and see what we have going on with the coasts. All right. Number 1, of course, is going to be Dawnwing's Necrozma with Shadow Claw and Moongeist Beam. Number 2 is going to be Gengar Mega with Lick and Shadow Ball. Number 3 is going to be Shadow Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and Legacy Shadow Ball. Number 4 is going to be Mega Bayonet with Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball. Number 5 is going to be Mega Alakazam with Psycho Cut and Shadow Ball. Number 6 is going to be Chandelure with Hex and Shadow Ball. Number 7 is going to be Origin Form Dialga with Shadow Claw and Shadow Force. And number 8 is going to be Shadow Gengar with Legacy Lick and Shadow Ball. And then number 9 is going to be Duskmane Necrozma with Shadow Claw and Sunsteel Strike. Is their Shadow quick move damage pressure that strong for them to just be on the list? That's pretty insane. And then I guess because the move itself, it's doing so much, just a little bit of that quick move being a part of that type is just kind of outpacing more things as far as damage is concerned. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Number 10 is going to be Shadow Corsola with Hex and Shadow Ball. That's an interesting one there. All right, moving it on to Steel types. This is going to be crazy as well because Steel is cool. Number 1 is going to be Duskmane Necrozma with Shadow Claw and Sunsteel Strike. Number 2, one of my favorite Shadow Pokemon to power up, because it's just so abundant sometimes with Beldums being spawned, is going to be Shadow Metagross, Bullet Punch, and Legacy Meteor Mash Community Day. Number 3 is going to be regular Metagross with Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash Community Day. Just going to say Legacy from now on again. Number 4 is going to be Dialga, Metal Claw, and Iron Head. Number 5 is going to be Origin Form Dialga with Metal Claw and Iron Head. Number 6 is going to be Shadow Excadrill with Metal Claw and Iron Head. Number 7 is going to be Mega Aggron with Iron Tail and Heavy Slam. Number 8 is going to be Melmetal with Thunder Shock and Double Iron Bash Legacy. Number 9 is going to be Mega Tyranitar with Iron Tail and Brutal Swing. So there's another one of those examples where, I mean, the damage output for the Brutal Swing compared to any other dragons or steel types, because of the Iron Tail that it has, it's just doing that much damage. It's not even a part of any steel. That's crazy. Number 10 is going to be Genesect, doesn't matter what one, Metal Claw, and Magnet Bomb. All right. And remember, Kyurem Black and White, we're going to go over those at the end, and it is going to be, woo-wee. Black is on fire. And speaking of fire, that's pretty funny. I really wasn't trying to transition that into here, but the next ones are going to be fire. Number 1 is going to be Number 1 is going to be Mega Charizard Y with Fire Spin and Legacy Blast Burn. Number 2 is going to be Mega Blaziken with Fire Spin and Mega Legacy Blast Burn. Starting to talk too much and get a little ahead of myself here. Number 3 is going to be Shadow Heatran with Fire Spin and Magma Storm Legacy. Number 4 is going to be Mega Charizard X with Fire Spin and Blast Burn. Number 5 is going to be Reshiram with Fire Fang and Fusion Flare. Make sure you take advantage of when those are spawning, because it is still going to be a great standalone Pokemon despite getting Kyurem Black and White. You'll see. Number 6 is going to be Primal Groudon with Mudshot and Fire Blast. Number 7 is going to be Apex Shadow Ho-Oh with Incinerate and Sacred Fire. There it goes again. Number 8 is going to be Shadow Entei with Fire Spin and Overheat. Number 9 is going to be Shadow Moltres with Fire Spin and Overheat. Number 10 is going to be regular Heatran with Fire Spin and Legacy Magma Storm. Okay, we still have quite a few to go over. That's why I'm kind of just speed running these here. Now we have water. All right. So number 1 is going to be Primal Kyogre with Waterfall and Origin Pulse. Number 2 is going to be Mega Swampert with Water Gun and Legacy Hydro Cannon. Of course, Origin Pulse is also Legacy. Number 3 is going to be Shadow Kyogre with Waterfall and Legacy Origin Pulse. Number 4 is going to be Mega Blastoise with Water Gun and Legacy Hydro Cannon. Number 5 is going to be Mega Gyarados with Waterfall and Hydro Pump. Number 6 is going to be regular Kyogre with Waterfall and Origin Pulse. And then number 7 is going to be Shadow Swampert with Water Gun and Legacy Hydro Cannon. Number 8 is going to be Shadow Feraligatr with Legacy Water Gun and Legacy Hydro Cannon. Number 9 is going to be Shadow Empoleon with Waterfall and Legacy Hydro Cannon. And number 10 is going to be Shadow Samurott with Waterfall and Legacy Hydro Cannon. All right, moving it on to the grass types here. We have number 1 and another one of my favorite Megas and Pokemon, just as all around awesome, is going to be Mega Sceptile with Bullet Seed and Legacy Frenzy Plant. Number 2, also my favorite and my boy, Mega Venusaur with Vine Whip and Frenzy Plant Legacy. And I also want to tell you, you want to keep in mind that we are going to be getting Gigantamax and Dynamax for a lot of these Pokemon as well. So you may want to, I don't want to say just hold off, but keep it in the back of your mind, because when you get it, then you're going to have to use your XL candies yet again. So just, think about that. Moving on here, number 3, we do have, funny freaking enough, a fire type on the list at number 3, Primal Groudon with Mudshot and Solar Beam. That thing is freaking beast mode. Number 4 is going to be Zarude with Vine Whip and Power Whip. Number 5 is going to be Shaman Skyform with Magical Leaf and Grass Knot. Number 6 is going to be Kartana with Razor Leaf and Leaf Blade. Number 7 is going to be Shadow Tangrowth with Vine Whip and Power Whip. Number 8 is going to be Shadow Venusaur with Vine Whip and Legacy Frenzy Plant. Number 9 is going to be Shadow Torterra with Razor Leaf and Shadow or Legacy Frenzy Plant. The Shadow Torterra threw me off. I haven't said that name and had been over like a year and a half. Number 10 is going to be Mega Glade with Psycho Cut and Leaf Blade. All right. Moving it on to Electric. I'm going to tell you this right now. Kyurem Black is going to topple this. Okay, so Kyurem Black's toppling this. Yeah, it is. I think it's going to be number 1. So at number 1 is going to be Shadow Raikou with Thundershock and Wild Charge. Number 2, Zekrom with Charge Beam and Fusion Bolt. So that one's going to be out in the raids too, so you may want to do it as number 2. And then we do have number 3, Zergatree with Thundershock and Discharge. Number 4 is going to be Mega Manectric with Thunderfang and Wild Charge. Number 5, Shadow Zapdos with Legacy, Thundershock, and Thunderbolt. Number 6 is going to be Shadow Electivire with Thundershock and Wild Charge. Number 7 is going to be Thundurus form Thundurus with Volt Switch and Legacy Wild Bolt Storm. Okay. And I haven't said that one in a while too. Throwing me off a bit here. Number 8 is going to be Mega Ampharos with Volt Switch and Zap Cannon. Number 9 is going to be Shadow Magnezone with Volt Switch and Wild Charge. Number 10 is going to be Shadow Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and Thunderbolt. All right. How many more do we have? About 5 more here. All right. Psychic. All right. You already know what's going to be number 1. Shadow Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and Psystrike Legacy. Number 2 is going to be Mega Alakazam with Confusion and Psychic Legacy. Number 3 is going to be Mega Latios with Zen Headbutt and Psychic. Number 4 is going to be Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and regular or Legacy Strike. That's a regular Mewtwo. Number 5 is going to be Mega Glade with Confusion and Psychic. Number 6 is going to be Mega Gardevoir with Confusion and Psychic. That's crazy, that outpacing it really by 0.1, and the TDO is a little bit better than Mega Gardevoir. Okay, yeah, okay. Learn something new every day. Very nice. Number 7 is going to be Mega Latias with Zen Headbutt and Psychic. Number 8 is going to be Hoopa Unbound with Confusion and Psychic. Hold the heck on. Yeah, as I knew. See, the DPS on Mega Hoopa is at 19.3, outpacing, well, at least Mega Latias. Doesn't really outpace, well, outpaces Mega Gardevoir by 1 point, but its TDO is absolute in the toilet. Yeah, it is at 304. That's so bad. In comparison, it has the same TDO as Shadow Latios with Zen Headbutt and Psychic. And then number 10 is going to be Shadow Metagross with Zen Head and Psychic. Moving it on to Ice here, another one that Kyurem Black is going to topple. Kyurem White does pretty good on a couple of lists. I do believe it's going to be number 2 because of Kyurem Black taking the number 1 spot by just barely, though. All right, number 1 for ice types. We have number 1 is going to be Shadow Mamoswine with Powder Snow and Avalanche. Number 2 is going to be Primal Kyogre with Waterfall and Blizzard. Number 3 is going to be Shadow Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and Ice Beam. Number 4 is going to be Baxcalibur with Ice Fang and Avalanche. Number 5 is going to be Mega Abomasnow with Powder Snow and Weather Ball. Number 6 is going to be Shadow Weavile with Ice Shard and Triple Axle. Number 7 is going to be Mega Gardevoir with Confusion and Triple Axle. Number 8 is going to be regular Mamoswine with Powder Snow Avalanche. I remember when that was the best, and now we have all this other stuff. It's insane. The game has changed so much, and in a good way, too. I like the variants of different things we have. Number 9 is going to be Mega Glade and Frost Breath and Avalanche. Number 10 is going to be Galarian Darumaka Standard, as we're going to have another form in the future with Ice Fang and Avalanche. I do believe it's Zen mode, and I think it's a lot stronger. Its attack is really stupidly crazy. We'll see how that one works. All right, and for the arguably the best type in Pokemon's history, it is going to be Dragons. Number 1 is going to be Mega Rayquaza with Dragon Tail and Breaking Swipe, go figure, with a whopping 25.1 DPS. It's pretty good. At number 2, we do have a Mega Garchomp with Dragon Tail and Outrage. Number 3 is going to be Mega Salamence with Dragon Tail and Meteor. Draco Meteor. Number 4 is going to be Shadow Palkia with Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor. Number 5 is going to be Origin Form Palkia with Dragon Tail and Spatial Wren. Number 6 is going to be Shadow Garchomp with Dragon Tail and Outrage. Number 7 is going to be Shadow Salamence, Dragon Tail, and Legacy Outrage. Also, of course, on Palkia Origin, that's a Legacy. So I have to stop there at Salamence really quick. DPS on both the Garchomp and Salamence are roughly 20 point. Well, at least 20.7 for the Salamence, 20.0 for the Garchomp, which is going to put them at least number 3 and 4, but their TDO sucks. So there's another example there. Moving on, number 8 is going to be Mega Latios with Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw. Number 9, Origin Palkia form, or Origin Form Dialga, Dragon Breath, and Legacy Roar of Time. Number 10 is going to be Shadow Dragonite with Dragon Tail and Outrage. Now, I do believe the Kyurem Black and White are going to both be just barely able to get on the list here. Dragonite just outpaced both of them. Crazy enough, I know, but they outpaced everything else. You know why? Because the Pokemon Company, or whoever does all these numbers, they've just made dragons so damn strong. So we already have all these damn strong dragons. The other types are a little weak, see? All right, moving it on here. How many more do we have? We got 2 more. Okay, Dark and Fairy. Let's go. Number 1 is going to be Mega Tyranitar with Bite and Brutal Swing. Number 2 is going to be Shadow Tyranitar with Bite and Brutal Swing. And the DPS on Mega Tyranitar is just an inch ahead of the Shadow. All right, number 3 is going to be Mega Houndoom. Have that one powered up. That's a good one. Snarl and Foul Play. Does drop off a bit, but it's still a pretty good type there. Then we do have number 4, Tyranitar with Bite and Brutal Swing. Number 5 is going to be Mega Gyarados with Bite and Crunch. Number 6 is going to be Hydreigon with Bite and Legacy Brutal Swing. Number 7 is going to be Mega Salamence with Bite and Fly. Again, it's just doing so much power damage that the Bite is just thrown in there and outpacing other dark types as far as just pure raw damage. Even if it's super effective and this thing's taking super effective. All right, number 8 is going to be Shadow Weavile, Snarl, and Foul Play. I will say if something is taking 4 times weak to dark, then you would want to use other dark types. That'd be a different story. Yeah, so Shadow Weavile there with the Snarl and Foul Play. Number 8 is going to be Darkrai, Snarl, and Dark Pulse. Number 10 is going to be Yveltal, Snarl, and Dark Pulse. All right, and finally, we do have the Fairies. Number 1 is going to be Mega Gardevoir with Charm and Dazzling Gleam. Number 2 is going to be Mega Alakazam with Psycho Cut and Legacy Dazzling Gleam. Mega Alakazam is really appearing a lot on these lists. Pretty impressive. Crazy, huh? Maybe I should start looking into that. Not really, because I can just use another Mega like Gardevoir. Okay. Number 3 is going to be Shadow Gardevoir with Charm and Dazzling Gleam. Have that one powered up. What's the DPS comparison? Oh yeah, it does drop off pretty good. Number 4 is going to be Enamorus with Fairy Wind and Dazzling Gleam. Number 5 is going to be Xerneas with Geomancy, which is a legacy move, and Moonblast. And then we have number 6 is going to be Tapu Lele with Confusion and Nature's Madness Legacy. Number 7 is going to be Tapu Bulu, however you like to say it, Bullet Seed and Legacy Nature's Madness, of course. And number 8 is going to be Tapu Koko with Quick Attack and Legacy, Nature's Madness. Number 8 is going to be Zergatry with Thundershock and Dazzling Gleam. It just has high attack. That's crazy that's up there. But its TDO is, Jesus, that's so bad. 211. I'm putting up the thing on the screen, so if you needed to like zoom in or something, you can do that. Number 10 is going to be Zacian with Snarl and Play Rough. All right, so with that said, that was fun. Let's go ahead and get in. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at Kyurem Black first, okay? This is going to be the boss of all bosses. This is amazing. So if I did this correctly, if I compare these correctly, and I mean, these numbers are right, as far as the Dragon Tail and Fusion Bolt, it's going to be sitting at 19.7. That's going to be number 1 for Electric, all right? Dragon is going to be for Dragon Tail and Outrage, number 11. It's going to be rank 11, just right under Dragonite, but the TDO will be better, so it could be number 10 technically, or 9, or even 8. And then we do have Dragon Tail and Blizzard. Ice is going to be number freaking 1. Outpacing Shadow... What? That's insane. Yeah, I guess so. All right, hopefully these numbers are right. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then we do have, I skipped the next dragon because we already did that. Dragon Tail and Stone Edge, as far as Rockin's concerned, ranked number 8. Jeez, what an absolute monster here, folks. Then we skipped the next Fusion and Blizzard because we already did that. Dragon Tail and Iron Head, rank number 7 for Steel. Okay, that's Kyurem Black. Wow, that's insane. Look at this son of a gun on fire over here. Kyurem White's cool, but it's not on the same level because its moveset it's not as expanded as much as Kyurem Black. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, here we go. As far as fire is concerned, it's going to be rank 6 with Dragon Tail and Fusion Flare. And then as far as ice, Dragon Tail and Blizzard, it is going to be ranked number 2, second to Kyurem Black. All right. As far as everything else, it's just falling short of, you know, being great. I mean, we do have another Blizzard, which you can rank that, but we already did at the top. Fusion Flare already did that. See, its moveset is not as diverse. The dragons just outpace it. Dragonite is sitting at like 18 or 19 DPS. And then we have another double ice, which is still not as good as with Dragon Breath. Oh my god. If you're going up against something that's 4 times weak to ice, then you want to go with Ice Fang and Blizzard, of course, because of course these things are going to be part dragon and ice. So you're getting stabbed from that. Just the Dragon Breath is just doing a little bit more damage, I guess. But anyways, yeah, so there you have it. Kyurem Black and White, absolute monsters. Kyurem Black is a freaking absolute beast. A beast amongst beasts. All right, so that was fun. That was a long damn video. It's going to be freaking fun to edit. If you did enjoy that, and it does help you out a little bit. I know we were going quite fast, but things were up on the screen long enough, and I know I put in my own 2 cents here and there so you can kind of get a little understanding. Remember, again, Gigantamax and Dynamax Pokemon, we're going to get those. So if you power some of these things up and then they get a Gigantamax or a Dynamax, you're going to have to do it all over again. That's if you do participate in the Gigantamax, Dynamax whole system that we have going on. But I feel like we're going to get some pretty awesome things in the future that are going to try to make you have fear of missing out. That's not what I want, but I just have a feeling that they're going to do that strictly for Dynamax and Gigantamax. They're not going to do Toxtricity like they did all the time. I don't think. Maybe. We'll have to see. But anyways, thank you for watching. This video is damn long enough, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Son. Hello. Hello. If you can hear me, congratulations. Way to go. Way to go. You made it through. You made it through. You spent all that time, and now you're done. You did it. That's quite an achievement. My gosh, you looked a 20-foot carnivore right in the eye, and you've lived to tell about it. Well, you are something. Thank you. Thank you for sticking with it, for not giving up. That is really something. Now, you know what you should do? Turn the thing off, for heaven's sakes, and go outside. You know, breathe the air, take a walk, call a member of the opposite sex. You know what I'm talking about. You know, you have a whole life out there. Get the stink blown off you. Just go. Go, really. Turn off. You. I mean, really. What was that? Hello. Okay. I go.